Oh. Hi, Chip.
Hi.
So, this is a 70, right, Chip?
Yes.
70 Mach 1. It's got a vertigate shifter in it. It's got some pep. I mean, you're barely getting in it. It's going. So, this car belonged to a buddy of ours that unfortunately passed away. And I'm kind of surprised he even owned this car because he's kind of always been a GM guy. He had a really cool 57 Chevy Miller he drag raced. This Chevelle is what, a 65 Chevelle? 66 Chevelle he drag raced. And then he bought this a couple years ago or so.
Yeah.
A couple years ago and did some work to it. Rob was always a hot rodder. He cruised around with Deather Street Keens back in the day, and he had a pretty hot short white and a really pretty quick Monte Carlo SSG body. And I said, unfortunately, he's not with us no more, but he left us with some good memories. He was swinging by the shop, and he'd just chit chat. He'd just hang out the guys, talk up about cars and memories of them. And he's definitely dearly missed. But he left this behind for us to enjoy for a little while at least. And I will eventually do a walk around of the car when it's sunnier outside. But right now we'll just do a cruise with it. Man, it sounds good, Chip. You know it.
Yes, it does.
So that's the vertigate shifter.
That's not even half throttle.
Yeah, it's man, he had a lot of fun in this car. You know he did. There's just no way.
You see, he had two different drives. One with his mom and one by himself.
One by itself. Yep. Now I can remember one time when the new SS Camaro came out, I think in 2010, I went and test drove the SS Camaro 2S, which was the top of the line, leather interior, 6-speed transmission. It was 425 horse. Anyway, my mom wanted to go with me, so she's in the back seat. The salesman was in the passenger seat. And I can remember taking off and slamming in second and third gear, and I hit third gear. My poor mom, her head bounced off the back window. But it was fun, and I've owned quite a few pretty hot cars myself. And you know, the new cars are neat, but there's something about a classic muscle car you just can't put a price on. We sure do enjoy them. And the vertigate shifter is pretty neat. It's still manual, but it allows you to shift quicker though.
Now, being just front and back, it's a lot easier to hit third gear.
Yeah. Luckily enough, we got a nice day. Usually we got really cold days in the winter here in the Midwest or in Oklahoma, but it's not really. It's pretty mellow, pretty nice days. So. This would be pretty cool with the shaker scoop on it.
It would complete the ensemble.
And you
Front rear spoilers, the louvers on the back end. It is definitely 70s all the way around.
right. Now he did update the suspension on this. It's got trailing arms. It's got a rack and pinion on it. Tubular control arms in the front. As far as the engine goes, Chip probably knows the engine's been done to it.
It's totally rebuilt. It's a full roller cam and roller lifter. I can't remember what size fine and still run the AC in it.
Right.
So,
but knowing Rob, no expense was spared. This is probably one of the tightest built engines out there in one of these Mustangs.
only thing that's wrong with this is it's got Chevy push rods in it. Because when they measured it out, it was a factory stock Chevy push rod length that you can buy instead of, I think he said a set for it was $200 or $300. You can go down to your local parts store and get a full set Chevy, Chevy for like $65. So
everybody always says it's cheaper to build a Chevy than a Ford. You want to go fast.
Exactly.
Chip's definitely a Ford guy. I'm a Mustang guy, but everything else I prefer GM, especially Pontiac. Always bust his balls. Always say, man, you know, make a Ford go fast. Put a Chevy engine in it.
That's you, the one I hit him in the head. But he bought the car with the suspension already on it, and it's a solid car. It really is. It rides really smooth for the age of it, and handles really nicely.
Most of these old cars just beat you to death.
Yeah, it doesn't. I've rode in really nice looking cars that felt like a buck wagon going down the road in it, but this, it's got a nice smooth ride to it.
Usually the dashes and everything, there's some kind of a rattle somewhere in these old cars. This one, there's not. There's no rattle at all. The vertigate is nice and smooth. It doesn't make any noise. That's another common issue that I've read on the forums. The vertigates is that they tend to make noise. They tend to whine.
Yeah.
This one doesn't do it. It's real quiet.
351 Cleveland, fully built, and a
4-speed.
yeah, I'm trying to top loader 4-speed.
Top loader 4-speed.
Yeah.
He did like his top loaders.
Yes, he did. We'll see if we can clear enough area in. Put some powder to it.
Oh, we hit 60 real quick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we did.
So Rob was originally going to do a video with me with his car. We're going to do a drive like what Chip and I are doing right now, and unfortunately he got sick before we could get around to doing it. So these next two videos are going to be in honor of him and his car and his memory. But I know how Rob was, so I'm sure what we just did was actually nicer than what he was to it. So, but yeah, definitely a lot of fun, and I wish he was still with us, man.
Me too.
So,
I need to get back in
yep. Sounds good.
there. Yeah, it does.
Sounds good. All right. Ow.
You all right?
See, I'm not used to small vehicles, man. So those that don't know, I'm not exactly tall, but I got a big old long torso. I don't fit in most of these old cars. But I will do a walk around of the car on a sunny day. Sun's going down, it's getting cloudy out, so we'll do it later. But at least to get you a taste of the car and the inside some cruising. So see you in a little bit.